Hello my dear students, welcome back to the lecture. So you can see the practical videos now. Okay, so when the first video was taken, already they had done the excavation and then the PCC was done. Okay, it's very simple for us. Now we understand. When I say PCC, it's understood. Okay, we have reached to that level. So PCC was put, after that the raft foundation was put, and when the raft foundation was put, you can see the when the reinforcement was put here, no, this double bar, I mean this particular wall reinforcement also was casted along with that. Okay, and then this particular layer we are going to do, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, so in this way this particular portion will be done. Next, after that, this particular portion will be done, and then after that the last portion will be done. So right now only the two span. This is span number 1, this is span number 2. Even after this also we are supposed to do, but right now we have not done the excavation because there is excess water and all here. Okay, once we do that, later we'll do the remaining portion excavation. Got it? So you can see here, no, here also your bridge will come. Okay, you can see there's a reinforcement here. Okay, later this reinforcement will be bent and taken there. Yeah, once that is done, you can see now entire thing. So once that was done, then we started with the casting of this wall. Then after that this wall will be casted, then this particular abutment will be casted. Okay, why I'm calling abutment? Because this is the last portion, so I'm calling it as abutment. So this is already a casted bridge. Okay, this bridge was done long back, and they done with the casting of this particular slab. Now they have come to this area, right? So we have understood the drawing also, and this is a road which is coming from the other side. Okay, so this portion also will do the excavation later. Now they are doing the dewatering because there is excess water which is stored here. Okay, so it is difficult for them to do the work, so that is why they have put in a pump, and whatever excess water we have, no, we are dewatering that. So usually those things happens. It's very difficult to do the work and all unless there is I mean, if there shouldn't be any water. So you can see a lot of water has been pumped out from this area. Okay, next we are going to do this particular area casting, and then this wall will be casted again. So you can see that this wall is casted now. First layer is done, second layer is done. Now these people have come here again. This particular area will be casted. Yeah. Okay, so once that is done, I'll go forward. Yeah, these things also we have understood. Next, these people have come here. Now here this casting will be done. So this is abutment. Now there you can see a lot of pipes and all has been kept. Since it's abutment, no, we have to give that weep holes in that. You're getting my point? So I will show you from here where exactly we are going to keep that pipe and all. Yeah, if you try to observe, can you see a PVC pipe here? So a pipe has been kept. So this is a weep hole for us. So to put it in a better way, you come here and then we'll see through a drawing what exactly is a, yeah. Yeah, so you can see here the weep holes are written, no? So this is that weep holes what we are supposed to put. Okay, so this is a weep hole here, weep holes and weep holes. Got my point? So it will be written, and based on that we are giving a pipe in that area. Yeah, you can see this pipe. Okay, great. So here next we have kept it here also. So in this way that pipe will be put, and along with that the casting will be done. So you can see a lot of pipes here, 1 2 3, all these are weep holes for us. Yeah, so once the weep hole is put, they have done the casting of this. Now you can see the hole here, no, 1 2 3 4. How did this hole come? Because we had kept a pipe there, so that is why this weep holes have come now. And this will be done only in the end portion, that is in the abutment portion, whereas in the center portion, in the interior part, we are not going to do this thing, weep holes. It is not required, whereas only in the external part it is required. Okay, now this also is excavated, and then another one abutment will come in this portion. Yeah, so these things we have understood. Okay, this is how the reinforcement is put. Now whatever reinforcement you can see, no, the vertical bar, the horizontal bars and all, for that it is mentioned in the drawing. If I come here, this is that box portion. Okay, this is that wall portion. Okay, so it is mentioned here. So if I'm looking at this particular thing, yeah, so this is that box portion what we have. So it is given IS2, this is IS2, this is IS1, your main reinforcement. This this reinforcement horizontal one, no, it is your IS1, whereas your this dotted one is IS2. Now what is the reinforcement to be given there? It is mentioned here, IS1 and IS2. You can see here, IS1 you are supposed to make use of 12 diameter bar, and it is 200 center to center spacing, and IS2 is a 8 diameter bar at 300 center to center spacing. Okay, getting my point? So in this way we are supposed to, and this particular portion is from the raft that we had seen earlier. So okay, this is my that particular portion, and all these things will be mentioned. Okay, IS1, IS2, IS1, and this is side wall 2, side wall 3. So in this way the reinforcement will be arranged here. Okay, so this is 8 diameter at 200 center to center spacing. That is how it has to be understood. Okay, now last this portion of the also they have come. Again in this portion also we will try to do that. Here the abutment will come, here one wall is going to come. And finally everywhere the wall will be casted. This is my abutment, the interior wall, interior and interior. Okay, and then the staging is arranged. So staging is arranged, and then we'll try to put the centering here so that you can keep the reinforcement. So you can see the vertical reinforcement, the horizontal reinforcement and all, no? So that is there in the drawing. Based on that we are supposed to understand it. Okay, so up to here we have done the casting. Last this portion is left out. So 1 2 3 and 4, right? So this particular slab also was done according to that. Okay, same thing we are going to do. And now we have come to this portion. So here at the casting of this particular abutment, what we have done, we have given this particular bracket. So this is called as bracket, and for that I'll show you the drawing also, the bracket portion. Yeah, this is that portion. Okay, if I come here, can you see this particular portion? So this was that your top slab, this is your wall portion, and here you have to give such kind of reinforcement. Again, everything will be mentioned here. BR1, BR means bracket 1, this is your bracket 1 main reinforcement. This distribution, this dotted one is called as BR2, this is dotted is BR2. So again, what is BR1, what is BR2, it is mentioned here. If I come back, yeah, here I'm going to get BR1 and BR2. Okay, yeah, so BR, yeah, it is written here BR1. You can see the shape here. BR1, you are supposed to make use of 12 diameter bar at 150. This is the shape of that, and this will be 300 mm. And BR2 is a 12 number of 6 numbers, 12 diameter of 6 numbers. This is a straight line. So practically you can see this bracket what has been put up. Now you got an idea, no? Where is the bracket? Yeah, it is from here, isn't it? It is from here. It has gone in this way and it has come in this way. So this is that bracket. Okay, so again we'll see into the drawing and then we'll do that. So you can see on the left side what has happened. The same thing will come here also. Like here you can see the shape, no? So this is that bracket what has come. Same thing is going to come here, so that the approach slab will come and rest on this. Now you got an idea, see how it has been done in this way. Okay, great. So once that is done, we already casted. When I went to take a videos, this slab was already casted. Now again they have erected this staging, that I section has been kept. Okay, and then what they do, they put the centering for this. Okay, so in this way they are going to keep it, each and everything, which we already done in the deck slab, the previous slab what I told you, the same thing. Then they have put up this thing, centering here. Okay, sheets they have put up, and already this particular slab was casted. When this slab was casted, we have left certain bar, it is called as double bar. Now here whatever reinforcement I'm going to put, no, so that same will be continued here also. So again here very simple, we'll getting a top mesh, like for the combined footing or the rough foundation, how we do, no, the same thing we'll be doing here. Top mat, top vertical or top horizontal, in the bottom vertical and bottom horizontal, in this way, and then you will be keeping a chair, and based on that the entire thing will be done. Okay, simple. So on this slab already the curing is happening, and this portion is left out, that we'll try to do. Yeah, you can see these people placing the reinforcement, no? So this is how the reinforcement will be placed. Okay, so bottom bar, the bottom bar they have tied it here, then they'll keep a chair, and then the top bar will be placed. You can see the chair bar which has been placed now. So this is your double bar, and also along with that this also will be placed. This is for crash barrier. Okay, this much portion is my crash barrier. So along with this top slab, this crash barrier also will be casted. This reinforcement will be casted along with the top slab. So it's very simple. The reinforcement is, we'll get a bottom mesh and we'll get a top mesh. Simple. Okay, like we did for the combined footing, for the raft and all, the same thing you have to follow here. And here already the curing is happening. Okay, everything, this is your crash barrier part. So this is that outer portion, that is a bracket portion. Here also the bracket will come. Now you can see a lot of soil has been backfilled. So this is a backfilling what they have done. And then here only the approach slab will come. This is how your bridge is looking at now, at present. Great. So I hope and here we are once the slab concreting will be done, so before that also or along with that you can do the concreting of this bracket. Okay, so this area is arranged, bracket is arranged for us for concreting. So something like this, the same thing will come here. And finally this is also casted. I don't have a concreting video, but concreting is pretty simple. Okay, normally you have to make use of vibrator and you're supposed to do the concreting, not a big issue in that. And finally we have started with the curing of this. Okay, done. Your slab is done. So all this is the pump what we use for concreting work. And now on this side, this is the hand railings. Here we'll do the concreting like we did in the previous case. If you remember, when I was showing you the other bridge before this, there also we had done that railing, isn't it? The same thing will continue here also. Okay, only the additional part what we are learning is a crash barrier. So this is a crash barrier. We'll see how the concreting for the crash barrier will be done in the another bridge which I am going to take after this. Yeah, so the backfill soil is done. So here we'll do the backfilling, and one PCC we are going to put, and we are going to put a pro slab. For that I'll show you the drawing so that you get an idea. And this is the reinforcement details. Okay, for the slab, this is your bottom reinforcement. Yeah, it is mentioned here. You can see this is a bottom reinforcement. It's written bottom slab reinforcement, and then you get a top slab reinforcement. Then all these things will be mentioned till how long your bar should go and all, and then it is mentioned what bar you have to provide. TS1, okay, top steel 1, top steel 6, top steel 3, and this is bottom steel. BS is bottom slab or bottom steel, bottom slab, bottom or top slab, or you can see it as bottom steel, and top steel. Okay, so in this way all the things will be mentioned here. Okay, you can see here TS1. You just have to see this drawing and get the things done. That's it. TS1, they have mentioned what diameter, what is the spacing, TS2, TS3, TS4, T5, TS5 and all. And same thing you can see here also, right? Here also it is mentioned. Yeah, and this reinforcement you can see from here. See, this is a middle portion I have taken. This portion, this is a wall portion, this is a slab reinforcement. So this is an additional bar. So this additional bar up, this is like top extra what we used to give in the beam. No, same thing. So it is 2325. It is 2325. This is top extra you are supposed to give, and this is also bottom portion. So in this way all the reinforcement, what is TS5, TS5, TS6 and all, it will be mentioned here. You can see TS5, TS6. So very simple. I mean, if you understand to read the drawing. So this is a reinforcement details of a box structure. This looks like a box, isn't it? So that is why it's a box structure. Got it? Now what I'm going to show is yeah, so we'll see the approach slab. So if I come here, yeah, so right now you can see it here. So we reached up to this portion. You can see this portion, it is 3.5 meter. Approach slab is done. Okay, here if I put a cross section of this, if I show this in the cross section, yeah, it is here. See here, yeah, so this is that tapper portion, the bracket portion, and over this we are going to put a slab. This is called as my approach slab. And first we'll put a PCC course which is M15 grade, and this thickness has to be 150 mm. So we'll be putting 150 mm in this portion, and after that we'll put a slab which is 300 mm depth, and the length of that will be how much? The length of that will be 3.4 meter, right? So that 3.4 meter will be mentioned here. I think we saw it here. Yeah, it is here, approach slab. So not 3.4, it is 3.5 meter. Okay, so this is my approach slab, which is this is 3.5 meter. Great. So hope you have understood. So I'll play the video again. Yeah, and this is that center portion. Okay, so the backfilling should happen. Okay, only after that we can put the approach slab over there. Yeah, so this is how it looks finally. Yeah, so I hope you have enjoyed my lecture up to here. You are able to understand how this entire bridge is going to look. In the next lecture I'll show you a video of how the complete bridge is going to look once we have done all the construction, and we'll try to see the other things which is not covered here. So we'll see you back in the next lecture. Thank you.